This will probably be the shortest webinar today. So I'm going to redo it because I just seen my microphone was mute. Again, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Love Ministries webinar part 3. And what you see on your screen is talking about the U.S. COVID risk and vaccine tracker. And I saw this on another platform, and someone that's on my friend list had this website, and I felt it very interesting to share with you all today. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, everybody. I'm gonna make my screen bigger so you can see what's going on. So with this tracker, you see, everybody, it says U.S. COVID risk and vaccine tracker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type in Palm Beach County, okay, and we're gonna look at these numbers. So as you can see, as of the 29th, well, this is updated on the 20th. Hold on, yeah, as of the 28th, these were the numbers on the 28th, okay. And this is what it looked like on the 28th. I know the day is 29th, so let me see if I can refresh in my screen and see if the 29th numbers will come up. Nope. So this is what we're looking at, everybody. If I can get this thing to act right. So these are numbers. Okay. So we got the very high list, and we have the number of cases, positive rate, and the vaccine rate. Then here it talks about the cases, hospitalization, and death. Okay, and you can also put your email address in so you can get notifications through your email about all the latest in terms of COVID-19, the cases, as well as the vaccine and all the things that's going on. So the different counties have different numbers. So it's starting off in Florida for those of you who are on my platform who are in Florida. So this is what it looks like, everybody. So Miami-Dade County, this is what this population looks like. These are the numbers. Doesn't say anything about the infection rate. It talks about the positive rate, then it talks about the vaccine doses and the very high. Broward County is 44.3, but these numbers can change each day, everybody. Just let you know that. The numbers can be a slight different, a little bit further, higher than we can even imagine. And it talks about very high. Palm Beach County, 38.0. The positive rate as well as the vulnerability rate is high. So pretty much the state of Florida has very high numbers. Hillsborough County, same thing, 51.5. See how high these numbers, everybody? Very, very high. So we're going to go see all more. And we're going further. We're like, oh man, Orange County, Cabell County, Dulvin County. Look at these numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Florida is in excruciating trouble. And the only medium that I see is in Seminole County, and everything is very much high. Seminole County looks like it's the only one. And who else? Oh, Santa Rosa County. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start scrolling down and give you a chance to look at all these numbers. But the website is called covidactnow.org/US Florida. You can type in wherever city or state you may be in, and it gives you the numbers of what's going on in each county. And you'll be like, oh my goodness. And in upstate, and also too, you can get the notifications through your inbox in terms of emails, everybody. But I wanted to share this with you all to see the numbers right before your hand, because these numbers can be completely different. The numbers fluctuate. Sometimes the numbers are accurate, sometimes the numbers are not accurate. You have to kind of say, okay, these are the ballpark figures and that number that we're looking at. Okay? So as we can see, Florida has a real problem here. And it's not good. It's not good at all. It's really bad for Florida. Like, really bad. So we can look at this. It's talking about the daily cases. Doesn't show anything about the infection rates, though. It talks about the positivity. It talks about the vaccine doses, and it talks about the vulnerability of the levels. So we're going to switch gears. So we're going to go to Georgia. So I'm going to kind of poke around in different states, probably do Georgia, New York, California, kind of give you a ballpark figure what this looks like. And like I said, this is update. These are data, it says update on the 28th. So if I come back here tomorrow or later on this afternoon, it'll have a different number. But these are the numbers that they have as of yesterday. So these numbers can be significantly changed. So this is what it looks like in Georgia. See, they have the infection rate, right? Positivity rate and the vaccine rate. So now we're going to go through each county. Fulton, Gunnison County, Coben County, Duquesne, Clayton, all these different places. So now it gets bigger. So these are the different counties right here on your screen, everybody. Then we have the daily cases that's going on in each county. And you can go through and see which county and what numbers are. The infection rate is right here in this area here. You have the positivity rate testing. You have the vaccine testing right here, and you have the vulnerable level testing of how it looks. So as you can see, it's pretty much high in Georgia. But like I said, the numbers could update each and every day. It could be something different all the time. So you have to monitor and see what's the ups and lows on these situations. As you can see, it's very high. Very high. And high and medium and lows. And that's the first low I've seen since I clicked on here. These are the lows right here, everybody. Okay? These are the 4 places that has lows in Georgia. Alright, we're going to move on to New York City. And then I'm going to show you another place where they're talking about the vaccine as well. So this is New York. Make the screen bigger. So we're looking at these. This is the New York. Then we have the daily cases. Then we have the infection rate. We have the positive testing, vaccine, as well as vulnerability. So these are the different counties in New York. So it's good to have this information at hand so that way you are aware about what's really happening in your own backyard. Don't be side-swapped behind the scenes about some of these things, because it's just mind-blowing. And you see the lows here, everybody? These are the lows right here. These are the lows. Okay? So just pay attention and be very careful, everybody. So I'm going to try California, and then we're going to talk about the vaccine. Like, here we go, the vaccine. The vaccine is going to help you. Okay, the vaccine is going to help you. It really is. And I know a lot of people, and we're going to talk about this now. You're like, Remarkable telling me to do it. No, I'm just giving you some word of wisdom. Why? And I know it's going to be like a touch and go. We're going to have people to the left and to the right. It's going to be a battle. But I come to speak from my own personal experience. It is definitely necessary. So we have the daily cases, we have the infection rate, positive rate, and the vaccine rate. So we're going to go ahead and make the screen bigger. So we got Los Angeles County, we got San Diego, Orange County, Riverside County, and San Bernardino, San Clara, all these different places, okay? And then what we see here, ladies and gentlemen, we have California County, we have the daily cases. Interesting. We have infection rates. We have the positive, we have vaccine dosages and vulnerability dosages, okay? So now we're going to switch gears, and again, you can register your email address to get latest news and alerts about the location where you're at. So the vaccine locations. Let me see if that's going to pop up on the screen, everybody. Let's see. Nope. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and go back. All right. So this is find COVID-19 vaccine near you. So I'm going to type in my area code 3444. And you can find all of these different locations that's doing it. So right here on the top of on the right left side of your screen, these are the locations that are doing it. Walgreens on Broadway and Riviera Beach, North Palm Beach, Publix Market, CVS, Walgreens. Oh, hold on. The first one, you got the first 5 that has some in stock. First 5 have some in stock. The other ones have none in stock. So Walgreens on 45th is not in stock. The Walgreens on North Lake is not in stock. The Winston prescription is not in stock. So when you look in here and type in your area code and see which places do and don't, for my experience alone, my husband was the first one. My dad was the first one to get his vaccine because he's a VA vet, and he got his through VA. He got the Moderna. And then my husband ended up being blessed by getting the vaccine. He was just going up there to get a prescription, and somebody blessed him to get his vaccine and encouraged me to go get mine. And then after I got mine, I accidentally got on Walgreens website that night, and all of a sudden I seen that they would have released it for the kids 12 and up. So I signed our daughters up to get the vaccine. Unfortunately, little man can't get it because they haven't released it yet. And that's what I'm hoping for, but we're going to take all the protocols we need to make sure he's good, because everybody in the whole house is vaccinated. We got our vaccination card. We're all good over here. We all got it. My dad's the Moderna. Me and my husband, my daughters, all of us took the Pfizer. We did the first session and the second session. And for me, the only side effects I had was sleepiness and lethargy. Like I said, anybody who have allergic reaction to the vaccines or have anything in terms of drugs, not the stuff that you smoke, the stuff that your body can't even take. If you know you're allergic to certain medications and whatnot, by all means don't take the vaccine. And I recommend that because that can be a very deadly situation if you go get that shot and end up going on. You're like, Remarkably scaring me. No, I'm telling you this. If you know you have an allergic reaction or you don't know, I recommend that you go get tested for allergies. And I'm going to tell you why. You go get tested for allergies. And most people say you go get the allergy test. They do the allergy test in terms of the blood work. So when you go get your blood work done, mention that to your doctor or your nurse practitioner. Say, hey, I'm going to test it to see if I have any type of allergic reactions or whatnot or any type of allergies. So they do the blood work. Okay, and then fast forward, once they do the blood work, then they want to refer you to an allergenic where they test to see what allergies do you have and what are you allergic to, which is a whole nother ball game. Okay, I've been through this with my oldest daughter, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay, and they go through the whole scenario about certain things. Hold on, everybody, I'll be right back. Okay. So once you go through all that process, you're like, Remarkable, what that has to do about COVID-19? Some people have allergies. All right, I'm back, everybody. So God be the glory. All right, back to what I was saying. Some people have allergies to certain medication. And why I'm telling you this is because if you don't know something, it's good to find out about what you are allergic to. Again, do your researches on the vaccine to find out what exactly in it. Do a deep research if you really want to know what's going on. Watch the videos on YouTube to your best of your knowledge. Just pick and choose and be mindful of the videos that you see on YouTube because a lot of content doesn't have valid information that you may need a lot of time. This is why you have to go to the horse's mouth. So you have to go talk to your doctors or your nurse practitioners or professional healthcare providers to get those one-on-one engaging conversation in private to ask them those difficult questions about the vaccine. Ask those difficult questions about COVID. Ask those difficult questions about things and have like maybe 5 or 10 questions you may want to ask. You know, sometimes you may not have that good relationship with the doctor and you may have to go reach further resource at another doctor, but as long as you get your answers met, that you can have a better understanding about this deadly disease that's out here. And when you have that understanding, you be like, okay, this is what I believe and this is what I'm handling. Okay, and I can tell you this before I get to the next part of this webinar. When they first came out with the vaccine, I wasn't all hunky-dory like many of us. I didn't really want the vaccine. I didn't really want it, didn't want to have anything to do with it because I didn't know what's in it. But I had to think about it. If something comes in your view and all of a sudden you are put in a predicament where you're going for one thing in the store but end up being asked to get this, that's a clear sign that you need to make sure your family is protected. And you know, a lot of times when we are, doing our daily routines and somebody just all of a sudden just say something out of the blue that you would have never thought of. Pay attention, everybody. Like you may want to get a COVID-19 testing, or you may want to get the vaccine. And they may say something to you that many other people have never said to you before. They will say something to you that will really open your eyes to like really be amazed, like I never thought about it like that. And they say it to you that really clicks. See, it takes sometimes a stranger to get you to do something that you were very unsure about as well as uncomfortable doing. And I'm telling you, the way you talk and the way you present yourself to someone, they will automatically change their mind. But you have to learn how to do that. You just can't sit here and talk until you're blue and black, and then at the end of the day they don't do it. Everybody don't respond the way you want them to respond. A lot of people don't listen the way you want them to listen. People listen the way they want to listen. People respond the way they want to respond. But when you begin to let that sink in, it makes a lot of sense. Like right now, I have nobody viewing me, but I've gotten to a place in my life that doesn't really matter to me because I know people are watching from the outside. This is something we have to take seriously. Most people tell me, I'm so tired of hearing about this virus. Many of us are, okay? Many of us are. But we are in a time where we got to get this thing up out of here. It's got to go. Like literally, it has to go like yesterday. But it seems like we're listening to what officials are saying, and it's causing us to backtrack to last year. And it continues to go on and on. Some of us get on his platform and say our speech and give our opinions and say what we need to say, but at the end of the day, it's up to us as people in this world to do better and become better. And it's like talking into a dead-end wall. You can sit here and hold a conversation with somebody, okay? And when you talk to them, you feel a sense of rejection because what you say to them doesn't bounce in the direction you want them to go. Because in the back of their mind, they have already made up their mind. So whatever you're saying is just going to bounce right to the wall. Like a basketball, like a tennis ball, like a soccer ball, like a racquetball, like a ping pong ball. It's going to bounce right over you and go onto the other side because they don't want to listen. Okay? So I got 2 videos I want to share with you all, and I am done.
Journalist and a doctor with Digital Medic. Welcome back to Viral Facts. We've been getting so many questions from you about how to stay protected against COVID-19 if you're immunocompromised, meaning your immune system is weakened in some way. So today, I'm going to answer your questions on this topic. First off, should you get a COVID vaccine if you're immunocompromised? Yes, you absolutely should. Immunocompromised people are at greater risk of developing more severe disease if they get COVID-19. So far, no large studies have specifically looked at the impact of COVID-19 vaccines on immunocompromised people, and the CDC does recommend that immunocompromised people receive the vaccine because it's so likely that the benefits of getting vaccinated against COVID-19 far outweigh any potential risks. But it is true that protection from the vaccine will likely vary among people with different immune system issues. But one simple fact is true: any protection is better than no protection at all. Of course, you need to talk to your doctor before getting the vaccine to discuss your specific situation. For example, patients on chemotherapy, those getting blood transfusion therapy, and people living with HIV should discuss best timing and options for the vaccine. Now, what if you're not immunocompromised yourself, but your loved ones are? How can you keep them safe? So I want you to imagine the person with a weakened immune system as if they're in the middle of the circle, the middle of a bubble. say they either can't get vaccinated for some reason, or because they're immunocompromised, the vaccine doesn't protect them as much as it protects you. But if you and others who are surrounding them have been vaccinated, it creates this protective bubble or armor that makes it much more difficult for the virus to penetrate. So get vaccinated, encourage others around you to also get vaccinated, because herd immunity, also known as community immunity, is the best way to protect the most vulnerable people in our world. Finally, some of you have asked if it's okay for immunocompromised people to stop wearing a mask after they get vaccinated. Given the limited data on masking and social distancing in this patient population, it is better to err on the side of caution and continue to wear a mask and socially distance in public settings, especially when you don't know if others around you are fully vaccinated. Bear in mind, this advice can differ depending on the degree to which a person is immunocompromised. So if you have questions about your diagnosis and protocols for someone with your particular condition, please talk to your doctor. Okay, so let's recap. If your immune system is weakened, the CDC recommends getting the COVID-19 vaccine. Once you are vaccinated, remember to remain really cautious, wear a mask in public, and encourage family members and everyone around you to get vaccinated to create that protective bubble. That's all for today. Stay safe, take a look at our other videos in our Viral Facts playlist. We'll be back very soon.
Alright everybody, I have one more video I want to share with you all before I log off today. I believe this one's kind of short.
I'm the medical director for Digital Medic. Welcome back to Viral Facts. Today we're going to talk about whether you should get the COVID vaccine even if you've been infected with the COVID virus in the past. This has been a frequently asked question, and the short answer is yes, absolutely. In fact, it's the most reliable way to protect yourself and others from getting a COVID infection in the future. Let's talk about why. First, although there is a lot of research being done to show that infection with the virus will prevent future infections, the answer is again no. We do know that immunity developed from previous infections can weaken over time, and that this seems to be the case for COVID. We also know that immunity is strengthened by vaccinations. In fact, good studies have shown that COVID vaccines provide a strong boost in protection, even for those who recover from the virus in the past. So this means that if you get your vaccine, your immune system will be fully prepared to fight the virus, even if you have exposure to it in future. Another question still looming is whether being infected with one strain of COVID-19 is protected against other strains of the virus. There are several variations of the virus that have been popping up, and there just isn't enough information to know yet whether being infected with one type will protect people from other types of variants. However, there is better and better data supporting the effectiveness of the vaccine against the majority of variants. So getting the vaccination will protect the majority of people from a future COVID infection, including those caused by variant viruses. And in good news, there have also been good studies to show that it is safe to get the vaccine, even in patients who've already been infected. Just one thing to know, if you receive treatment for COVID-19 with monoclonal antibodies, you should consult your doctor on when to receive the vaccine. The CDC is recommending that if you are treated with monoclonal antibodies or convalescent plasma, you should wait about 90 days before getting a vaccine. Also, if you have a history of multisystem inflammatory syndrome, consult your doctor on the best course of action. Well, that's it for today's episode. Take a look at the other videos in our Viral Facts playlist for more answers to your COVID-19 questions.
Alright everybody, that concludes this broadcast for today for the Love Ministries webinar. I love every last one of you all. I hope and pray that this message really touches you, and just take note that we have to really pay attention. We really have to protect your kids, protect yourself, protect your family, and all means learn as much as you can. Continue to wear your mask, vaccine or not vaccine. Lysol everything down, wash your clothes, change your mask, N95, cloths, designer. Do all you have to do to protect yourself as much as possible. Hand, sanitize everything. Lysol, Clorox, wipes, you name it, hand sanitize everything. Continue to do the same thing you've been doing since last year. Don't stop that action. Don't stop that practice. Continue. Now, if you do a lot of traveling, I recommend having masks in your car, so that way you'll be like, oh, I can go to my glove department, I can go here and get the mask and have it. And they have it where you can get the N95s where they're like individually wrapped. I think you can probably order those on Amazon per se and get some of those masks, but N95s are pretty good, and I just recommend that you continue to wash your masks, wear them. And two, for those who have allergy or allergic reaction to masks, I recommend that you mismatch and switch them up. Like, for example, if you're allergic to certain type of material when it comes to the mask, I recommend you get something that's not going to irritate your skin, or have somebody customize something and let them know, say, hey, I have allergic reaction to certain type of fiber. Can you make this customized mask for me so that way my face won't have this problem? Make sure you wipe your face off real good every time you wear your mask. Washing your hands, all these different things, practicing these things continuously. We're going back into that path like we were last year, ladies and gentlemen. It's sad to say, but we got to replay everything again. And pay attention to your kids, their eating habits. Pay attention to their behavior. Pay attention of the way they're responding to you. Check their temperatures. Make sure that they don't have fevers. Load them up with vitamin D and supplements. Give them vitamins. Give them orange juice. Give them supplements to help inside their body to nourish them. You have kids with underlying conditions. Make sure they take their metformin. Make sure they take their vitamins. Make sure they take their vitamin D. Make sure that they have the right proper utensils, nourishments. Even with the older, make sure they take the vitamins. Make sure they take the medication. You know, you have times where you don't want to do it. We're in critical times where we really have to take care of our health. Our health is at risk every time we go out the door. Every time we interact with grocery stores and doctor's offices and drugstores and malls and places you may interact with people, and you don't know what's really going on and who they've been around and who they've been exposed to. So that's my heart to heart I want to give to everybody on this platform. Just encourage one another. Just speak something to touch somebody's life. What matters and how you say it to a person changes a person's perspective all day long. So I just want to let you know, everybody, I love you all. I will see you back here on Sunday at 9:30 a.m. streaming live on the main page of Facebook, On Time Ministry, IG, On Time Ministry 777, as well as YouTube at 9:30 a.m. The topic is Heaven's Gate. The topic again is eulogy, and most people like remarkable. What I can say is to be prepared to hear what God has to speak to you about on this upcoming Sunday. Again, be prepared to hear what God has to say to you this upcoming Sunday. I'm going to say it again. Be prepared to what God has to say to you on this upcoming Sunday. One more time. Be prepared to receive the word of God. All hearts, all minds is clear to receive the word of God. So what God's going to say, you got to find out. But I know it's going to be a powerful word because God is good. He gets the honor. He gets the praise. He gets the glory. All honor and glory belongs to him in the mighty name of Jesus. So I just hope, and I'm going to keep saying the word hope, that you really take this into consideration. I want you to do two things. Reflect and remember. Okay? Alright, everybody. I will see you all on here on Sunday. Have an amazing and a blessed Throwback Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your week. See you back on Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Streaming live on Facebook. TTS, not TTS. On Time Ministry page. YouTube as well as On Time Ministries IG page. I love you all. Be blessed, be empowered, be lifted. Take care. And God bless you all.